I like how Waffles just started squeaking now. All right, that's part of the ambiance of the show. That is Waffle. If you hear some squeaking in the background, we're about getting ready to get started here. I just have my things ready. Waffle is in the background doing his thing.
Being Waffle.
He's being Waffle. He's being Waffle. So yeah, we're live right now. But let me take this off. And here's what it looks like for me right here. Yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. Yeah. Okay, I'll be let me set this up real quick. All right, here we are, guys. Yeah, let me get some pep here. And we're gonna get ready for a little bit of sketching tonight, and hopefully a little bit of fun. I've actually had a pretty busy afternoon fulfilling Club Corrupt #1, which is this issue right here. So Club Corrupt finally started shipping. We started shipping in small batches already. So the goal for anybody who was backing this particular issue, we should have everybody's packages and everything out by the end of this month. So I know the shipping each week is going a little bit slow, but I appreciate you guys being patient and for supporting the Kickstarter. And I wish I could flip through it, but this is all big people material, so I cannot flip through it. I'm just making sure that I've got this other stuff all set up on the side here. And then I can find out who's in the room with us. We got kind of a cold open. I didn't even play my little. I got to make a new. I got to make a new intro and a new thingy for the show. So that way, kind of freshen it up a little bit. Let's see. Got this. I got this. I got this new mouse. This mouse is. I love this mouse. This is a great mouse. It's good. It lights up. It lights up. All right. Let's see, where am I at? Kevin, what's up, dude? I know, where is everyone? I know, you know what's funny, dude, is that I was actually setting things up on time today, and I set up my thumbnail and set up the parameters for the show and everything. Then I never actually shared the show or the link for the show on Facebook early in the day like I normally do. I set everything up, and then it's like, then I just did a cold open just now. So it's yeah, that's Waffle. Yeah, so yeah, that's what was my opening was noisy. It was nothing but noise. But yeah, dude, it's what is up today? Well, what is up is that we worked on this, and let me see if I can reach. I don't know if I can reach it from here. I mean, I might have to take off my headphones real quick. No, I can reach it. I was working on a big piece. Look up. This is huge. Yeah, I got Paradox. I got Zen. My goodness, I think I might have to here we go. It's a huge piece. It doesn't fit on my table. It's like 20 by 30. So I'm doing a big piece for a commission. And let me see if I can share this piece real quick. I'm working on a couple of things that I can't really talk about yet. I can't show it off yet. Let me see here if I can cover this up. Here, I can cover it up with this. Here we go. I'll be creative. Show everybody. There you go. Make sure that's covered up. I don't want to get struck in the algorithm or whatever. So this is Kevin. This is your piece, dude. This is going to be the big grotto pool party. Part of the big grotto pool party piece. The Triple X Men. Kat saw this piece and she was like, "Oh, that's cool." It's like that side lock going on. So let me put her back over here where she's safe. and we'll figure out what we might be sketching tonight. You say tonight you're drawing boobs, 2 of them, hopefully.
Just one.
Just one big boob, one circular boob.
Or you can draw the 3-breasted pork in the White House.
Yeah, I'm glad you said Princess Nira X. So it's like, yeah, the person that commissioned that piece definitely wanted to do a kind of parody thing on the Star Wars poster, which right up my alley, right? So I love doing parody, funny stuff, and I love Star Wars, and I draw Zen, and I draw near. So it was a mix made in heaven. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I figure, you know what? I'm just going to start sketching. If you have a little idea or something, because the sketches that we do on Saturdays for the show, obviously it's an open game sketch. So here we go. Grab a little drink, sponsored by Pepsi.
And whoa.
Refreshing. All right. I know, man. It's like if you're going to be the only person here, it's going to be completely your idea, and you'll actually win the bid for $1 if you're the only person hanging out with me tonight. I should check. I should check on Facebook to see if I'm actually being broadcast over there. It should be. I mean, everything seems to be working just fine. Huh? What's that?
Let me check it on my end.
There you go. I'll have Kat's going to be my IT department for tonight. All me, all my idea. Ken, how you doing, dude? I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Good evening to you, sir, my good friend. Ken might actually get this piece then because he brought $2. So we're gonna see what happens.
Oh yeah, you're live. You're good.
Something summery, bikinis. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll toss some ideas around, and if anybody else pops in, starts throwing some ideas, we just see. As I start drawing, as I start sketching, we'll see what sticks, and we'll see what how the paper guides me. I follow the canvas. I follow the canvas where it goes.
I didn't see that new banner.
What's that?
The banner that you made for your live stream thing. I haven't seen that.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks so good.
I've been online for 15,000 years.
Oh my goodness, you're 10 cents.
Thank you very much.
I like it.
Kevin says, any art, anytime, only $19.95. Sand does stick. Sand gets everywhere. Ken says, since my copy of Sue's Dragoon is sitting here, I'm suggesting She Dragoon. Zach, that's not a bad idea. We can go in that direction. That's a direction that we have not gone in before over here. So this is good. This is a good thing. The She Dragoon. Which, by the way, the fact that you have a copy of Seward's Dragoon sitting there is awesome. That's really cool. Here, let me look up something real quick over here. There we go. I'm just typing something in real quick over here. I love some of Francesco's drawings of the savage she dragon, as it were. You know, since she's a parody of the she dragon, it's like, would she have the hair mohawk or would she have the actual fin? What do you guys think? And then I'm just going to start sketching. And who knows? There might be more than one character in this piece if we start going rogue. Not that we're going to draw rogue. There we go. Why is it always? There we go. Let me go back. There we go. All right. Let's do something fun, something different. Kevin agrees. So this is good. We're going to start with a general idea of the She Dragoon. I like that idea. This is good. This is good. In fact, that might be the focus of the evening. I kind of like the fact that she's got the mohawk instead of the fin. But I'll see. You guys can give me a little direction in that department, and we'll see where it goes. If it feels right, we'll go one way, and if it feels right, we might go the other way. I'm still very, very impressed that you have a copy of the Sewage Dragoon handy. That's super cool. The 90s were so much fun, dude. We had more fun than anybody trying to get into comics rightfully deserves, as far as the 90s are concerned. And remember, at the end of the show, we are going to auction off the sketch that we come up with together, because that's what we do on Saturdays. So you have a chance to actually win this piece, and we'll see how it comes out. We'll see if this is a piece that you want. I like the idea of doing something tonight that's it's sexy, but it's also funny. I like that idea. Parodies have been a huge part of my career, so very, very happy to hear the suggestion. There we go. Kevin says, hair, long, beautiful hair, waxing, flexing. Yeah, I agree. I like having. Well, we'll give her like the hugest hair mohawk. That'll be awesome. Ken says, awesome. I better go get $3 then. Very cool. Very cool. All right, we're on track. This is the theme for tonight. This is the theme for tonight. And drawing with these kind of pencils, there's not a lot of. You get to see all of the construction lines and everything underneath, because there's not a lot of erasing that can be done with this kind of pencil. So the stakes are raised. As the lead breaks. No pressure. Here we go. Let me sharpen this up just a little bit. All right. Let's see. Kevin says, I think she needs to be showing off and trying out for the Cyber Angel Corps. Yeah, that could be a thing. Make sure she has some extra weapons, some large guns, and also some large guns. Ken says, yeah, shout out to the comics place in Bellingham, Washington. They gifted me the copy. Very cool that they gave it to you. That's awesome. That's really cool. Christopher, how you doing, dude? Glad you're hanging out with us. Christopher says, well, hello, what's the theme? The theme tonight is the She Dragoon. And she is a parody character from Savage Dragon. We came out with a parody comic of the Savage Dragon from Image Comics. That is a comic drawn by Eric Larson, for those of you who don't know. But, you know, the 90s are a little ways away now. So, and we did a parody comic book called The Sewage Dragoon. So the theme that we've been coming up with tonight, because it looks like Ken actually has a copy of The Sewage Dragoon handy, is that we're going to do the She Dragoon. So she's going to be sexy and she's going to be funny. And hopefully awesome. And we'll see how the paper guides us tonight. I can picture her being a little bit angry. There we go. Got to give her some big juicy lips. And like with the other pieces that we've been doing, I'm also going to do a little digital coloring and thing on this piece too. Like later on, we're going to color this piece up, and we'll have some different versions of this piece at the club, and that is where we post our more adult material, and we have different versions of it. Probably have like a nude version of her, and maybe like a torn costume version of her and stuff like that. So we're gonna have some different versions of her that you could download the high res images right off of our Patreon club. And our Patreon page is at Club Corrupt. It's one word, Club Corrupt. That is where we have our secret club. I'll give her a little stubble on her head, where she shaved her head. There we go. Starting to make a little bit of progress. Let me turn the camera just this way, since we're still kind of concentrating on just her facial expression. Kevin says the theme, Little Scene Comics character. This is true. It's true. You haven't really seen her around all that much. So this is actually a fun idea to draw for tonight. So this is good stuff. It's good stuff. Big guns. Platinum, what's up, dude? This is a parody of the Savage Dragon's character, the She Dragon, but she's the She Dragoon. So she's going to have herself a huge mohawk. That's where we've gotten so far. I know that she's going to probably have some kind of bikini clad thing going on. She's probably going to have some oversized weapons, kind of bring out that Image Comics 90s vibe. And then we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see where we go. But she's going to have the world's largest mohawk, that's for sure. That's what we're working on right now. Let's see which way her torso is going to be facing, so we know what to do here. All right, I'm gonna get her arm facing this way a little bit, so that way she can be holding up some weapons. Ken says the she-dragon used a giant power glove. Oh, you know what? Let me look up the reference for that. It'd be kind of cool to just give her the freaking infinity gauntlet instead of the power glove. That would be funny. But let me see. Let me see what her power glove looks like, just for the sake of. Oops. Here we go. See, I know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Looking up some quick reference images real quick just to see. Yeah, the big power glove. Yep. Shoot, she had two of them at one point. No, there's the one power glove. I'll take a look at that. Let me see here. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where's the picture? They're trying to keep it from me. Here we go. I'll look it up here. Just looking up some quick reference. I want to look at her costume real quick, and I want to see how big the power glove was, because I remember it being big. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, I remember it being like a big thing. There we go. Okay, cool. Thanks for being patient while I type little things in. Here, I put the phone on something that won't tip over. That's better. Well, I like that. It's nice when the phone doesn't tip over while I'm online. Figure out where the boundaries of her mohawk are going to be, and then we'll start kind of tackling the rest of it here. I like the way she's coming out. I'm stoked that you suggested this one. It was a good idea. Plus, it was unexpected. I like that. Got something new. Got something unexpected. I got you. Some person says the theme is jugs. The theme is always jugs. Kevin says, "Oh, I'd be happy to handle those." Emphasis on the GG and jugs, dude. Oh, Jugs Dread, dude. That's a good idea. I like that. We have to put a pin in that one. We have to. We got to circle back around and actually do that one. That would be fun. Jugs Dread. It rolls off too easy. It's like we have to do that one at some point. All right, so I'm going to have some weapons, or have a weapon in this hand, and I think the idea of the power glove in the other hand. It's like I should put. It's got to be. I got to do something funny with the glove, though. You know what? I got an idea. You guys tell me if you agree with me or not. I want to put I'm going to put a Hellboy glove in her other hand just because I love drawing the Hellboy glove. I don't know if I can erase this a little bit. There you go. Yeah, just to clean it up a tiny bit. There we go. Got to put a weapon in this hand over here. So let's come up with an over-the-top weapon for her on this side. I give her like a little glove, it's like she's over here holding this hand-powered cannon or something. So I'm going to give her something cool. That's a handle, almost making her look like she's holding a power drill. She's not doing any home repairs today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I lost track of where we were. Oh my gosh, my goodness. I lost track of where I was. There you go, another idea. I know. You know what? I'm going to write that down real quick because I don't want to lose that one. I don't want to lose that one. Jugs Dread. I'm going to write down that it was you that said it. That's such a good idea. All right, let me set this over here. There we go. That way I got some light on my drawing board. There you go. Let me catch up a little bit on the chat. I was drawing, putting some lines down. So let me see here. Platinum says she was a Final Fantasy Dragoon. She would have a spear, halberd, and did jump attacks. Yes. And heavy plate armor. Yep. That would be cool. There's a lot of good ideas. There's a lot of ideas that we're going to have to circle back to. Some person says punks use irons to get those huge mohawks. I heard a punk saying that. Yeah, I shaved my head completely, so I have no idea. I've never had a good mohawk. I want to see all of their techniques. Kevin says the look on her face is like she can't believe she's looking so naked at the moment. She is looking quite naked at the moment. She'll have a little bit of something. She's going to have a tactical bikini. Neil, how you doing, my friend? I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight while we come up with sketchy ideas. Glad you're here, dude. Kevin says, we like it when things are big. So go big or go home. How much hairspray do you think she uses a day? Cans or by the gallon? Definitely both. A gallon-sized can. Can you imagine how much aerosol? Some person says, I can imagine all the Post-its with ideas surrounding you. I know. There's hopefully we're going to get to most of them. So who's going to be happy to be punished by Jugs Dread? The glove could have a mysterious wet substance on it. This is true. Fatang, hello. How you doing, my friend? Fatang says Storm, and it's very close because she's got the mohawk. She could definitely be Storm. But this is going to be a parody of the She-Dragon from Savage Dragon. We did a parody book some years ago, and Ken actually has a copy of it. So this is where the idea was coming from. Ken voiced his opinion early on in the show, and he happens to have a copy of it lying handy. And so we're thinking the Savage She Dragoon. So this will be a parody of the She Dragon. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. That's off the wall enough that I immediately started drawing. So we had to start getting into it. Like this is officially like a parody press evening tonight. I wish John Chin was here with us. Bring it back to 90s, yo. All right, cool. Definitely had to make sure I get that structure all set up with her hair. It's huge. It's awesome. Let's see. Kevin says, I think her power glove needs to be connected to a Nintendo, which was actually called a power glove. This glove has seen action. Ken says you're more likely to find an oven mitt in the sewage. Gosh, the oven mitt would make more sense. This is true. Geez, I might have to hang up like a bunch of different gloves and mitts and things that she could be using, like in the background or something. Have a little pile of gloves on the floor, like from different things. Platinum says, nice guess. Some person says, saying hello to everybody. This is good, good, good. Everybody's in a good mood, which is awesome. Ken says, LOL, Nintendo Power Glove is an awesome idea. Some would say those were garbage too. Okay, I think Nintendo Power Glove is what it's going to probably need to be. Oh my gosh. You've convinced me. You have absolutely convinced me. There you go. Let me look this up real quick. Nintendo Power Glove. There you go. Use that voice to text. Put that voice to text to. There you go. I got a nice picture of it right here. Excellent. Excellent day. Good, good, good. Got my picture of a Nintendo Power Glove. So I got to make sure she's going to be wearing one of those. That'll be her. That literally, it'll be her Power Glove. I love it. All right, let me draw little parts of her gun. Let's get her gun all set up here. And I think simply the gag with her gun is that it's going to be just larger than it needs to be. You guys are awesome. These are great ideas. Always have fun on Saturday. Always look forward to this. There we go. I got quiet there. I was just looking at this, deciding on the different details and things for the gun. I think the gun is probably going to run off the edge of the page because it probably needs to be a big gun, A gun that's larger than it ever actually needs to be. Here we go. I'll check the chat in just a second. I just want to get some of these little details in here. I can just keep on adding to this gun. The paper just wanted more, and it wanted more. There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good sized gun, dude. Awesome. Let me sharpen this a little bit. I'm gonna make her power glove like big, also, like her other power glove. Saying hello. That's awesome. Kevin says she's got a shake weight in her hand. Yeah, like one of those. Awesome, awesome. This is a good stream. Also has also high on energy drinks. That's the best way to wash to wash my streams. That's what's happening. I just fired down like a Wawa pizza and a hamburger right now, so I'm at full power. I'm at full capacity. I got Cat Mouse in the background, drawing and working on commissions, doing her thing. She's been my IT support all day today. Kevin says, jump attacks or distract us with jumping jacks. Perfect. Platinum says, I agree, Kevin. Person is on a tear. Batang says, I had one mohawk when I was in middle school for sport events. It was yellow and blue. Never again. Dude, but you did it though, man. It's like I always wished I had a freaking. See, I don't have straight hair. I got that Puerto Rican Jufro kind of hair, so it never got long. I could never have like a mohawk. It only got big. It's like it just became a bush. So unfortunately, I could never have a mohawk. So I'm glad that somebody in our group could achieve the mohawk. Kevin says some of those post-its are strategically placed. Indeed. Oh, God, 1992, dude. Some person says the secret is whenever you have a bad idea, say why not. Exactly, man. You got to live, man. You got to live. I mean, don't make a horrible decision, but having a mohawk, hell yeah, man. It's like, do that shit. Platinum says too many pupils for Mohawk Storm. Oh, I got you. Okay, to pupils. I thought you were talking about eyeballs for just a second. Always seem to be gone for those days. Oh, I got you. You said pupils, and I wasn't thinking people. I was thinking pupils, like corneas. Too many corneas. OG Ken. Ken, I actually missed your little the thing there. Evening, good sir. Good evening, Ken. Welcome, Ken, to the show. Hey, Ken, since you're just walking in, we're drawing the Savage She Dragon, except it's the She Dragoon instead of the yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. All right, so let me kind of ghost in where these are going to go because these are important before I pencil them in a little bit more detailed. I'll make sure I know where they're going to be. Always know where things are going to be, generally speaking. Ish. The definition of art, as told to me by my good friend Thad Rhodes. If you ever see his artwork online, his stuff is amazing. Thad Rhodes III. Look him up. He's got some good stuff out there. But I've known him basically my whole life, and since we were kids in school. And he told me something a long time ago that stuck with me, which was art, the definition of art, or at least his definition of art, which I think applies to everybody. Now, art is cleverly covered up mistakes, and that's always stuck with me because it's more true more often than not, and it's hilarious. All right, got this general area here. At some point, I'm going to have to draw in her clothes because YouTube is going to think I'm drawing naked people, and I'm not allowed to draw naked people on YouTube, I think. But I do have to get the structure in first before I draw anything. So, her tactical bikini is going to have a bunch of bullet holes strategically placed. The she dragoon is taking shape, my friends. Platinum says the real name. Dororo. Ken says, sorry I'm late. In-laws are here. We forgive you, dude. You're part of the inner circle here at the Mouse House and the Cyber Angel Citadel. There wouldn't be a Cyber Angel Citadel if it wasn't for Ken, everybody. Ken is the one that came up with the name, the Cyber Angel Citadel. Some person says, hello, all good. Welcome, my friend. I just told you what we were drawing, so that's good. You got that. I'm just catching up with the chat since when I start looking down at the drawing, I kind of fall behind on the chat a little bit. There you go. Let me slightly put that in there like that, so I know where to put the glove. Some person says Nintendo could do a good Power Glove now that VR is around. 2 of them. Yeah, dude, it's like with the technology now, it's, back then I thought it was cool, but it's like with technology now though, it was yeah, you could do something really cool with that, really turn up the heat on that. Platinum says, is that gun of hers for duck hunt? She's gonna shoot a big duck. Little tiny dog somewhere in the bushes. Oh, that's the duck hunt dog. Yeah, maybe. That's a big maybe. Remind me again. Hopefully, I'll remember. But remind me towards the end of the drawing. I think that might be a funny idea. I kind of like that. I like that idea. Ken says oversized gun made with genuine Liefeld technology. Amen to that. It probably is. Some person says if you do a little tiny only drawing, make it a full-blown mural and sell it for $100,000. Then it's just a matter of time until Albert gets a loan to buy it. We got plans, dude. We got plans. Patang says if you have Jug Dread, then who is her nemesis? I don't know. That's a good thought. That's a good thought. I'm using all my brain cells for this. So that's where you guys come in. That's where you guys come in. Let me put this here. I want to make sure I have enough room for the Power Glove and her hand in this spot. All right, let me just kind of juggle in where these parts are going to go so that way I know I have enough space for everything. All right, good. I know we're not drawing the Jugs Dread tonight, but I do like the idea of throwing kind of a Judge Dredd looking badge on her bikini, kind of to keep that idea alive. That way, later on, I'll remember that we did that. And then we're gonna make time for Jug's Dread. Drawing just the general parts of the glove here, so that way I can tighten it up in just a moment. Cool. Nintendo Power Glove. I love it, dude. Saturdays are for thinking outside the box, man. Love it. I love how the fingers are all squared off because the glove is so thick. And I'm glad you guys thought about the Nintendo glove too, because first of all, the other glove that she's got is like legit, like just a power glove. And this is a power glove. And we didn't do some of the usual suspects, when it comes to doing a parody of a glove. We did something that was really, really outside the box. I love it, man. Because I was thinking, like the Infinity Gauntlet. I was thinking like the Hellboy glove. I was thinking about, things that I would normally think about. I was not thinking about the Nintendo Power Glove. And that's like a part of our freaking 90s history, our 80s history right there. That's awesome. Much more appropriate. Much more appropriate. All right, let me sharpen this pencil here in a second. Platinum says, if I was going to get a loan for artwork, it would be for Cat's koi painting. It's so cool. Do you hear that, Cat? Cat is like, yes.
Yes.
All is going according to plan.
I have her hanging up in the hallway until someone buys her, so I can selfishly just keep it for a minute.
Yep. She has a love for that painting. She does. That paint is huge painting too.
Yeah, I think
Huge painting.
it's a 30 by 40. I think it is.
It's bigger than 30 by 40.
No, that's the other thing I'm working on.
Yeah.
I forget. It's 3 feet by 4 feet.
There you go. That feels more correct.
That's what I was remembering. I was thinking of my paper.
Savage Dragon. That's right. Some person says hello to Kat. Hope you're well enough to stream. I think she will be streaming sometime soon. She's soon.
I'm definitely feeling better health-wise to stream, but I'm too busy to stream at the moment because I have to catch up on a few things that I can't just stream. So I have to catch up on that first.
Yeah, it's good to see her working and feeling better.
I'm working on a couple projects where they don't want the artwork to be shown before it's published, so I can't stream it.
Word. But we'll get her caught up and we'll get her online here pretty soon because she does enjoy streaming. She does enjoy that. So
I'm getting better.
Yeah. Gotta draw that infamous chord over here. This is the thing that makes it all work. Here we go. Let me put this up like this. I'll take the camera back just a little bit so you can see more of the drawing at the same time. There we go, like that. High on vitamin B, basically. That's some person was saying that you're going to be high on vitamin B, I think. Kevin says, let's see here. So you're saying it's only measured in metric as it's got no feet to it. You need to show up on stream wearing a wig, but never mention it. Rabbi Mouse. You talking? Yeah, that's yeah. When I describe my Jufro, it's I become. Oh my gosh! You said Bush, and I wonder, does she have a lower mohawk too? I'm assuming she might. I'm assuming she might, according to everything that I know about her.
Don't put perforating there.
But for the sake of staying on YouTube, I don't know. Ken says the female savage dragon, the savage dragon. Oh my god, that's funny, dude. Mighty Geek, what's up, dude? I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man. Who's the savage dragon fangirl? Yeah, we have somebody, Ken. We have another Ken. We have two Kens in our chat right now. So Ken Albury, he's got a copy of the Sewage Dragoon that we did for Parody Press. He's got it sitting on his desk. And he was here early enough in the show that he suggested doing a big sexy picture of a parody. Because we did the Sewage Dragoon, but we didn't do a whole issue of the She Dragoon. So we're doing the She Dragoon tonight. And I'm almost at a part where I can actually draw some of her tactical bikini. I've been kind of waiting on that. I'm kind of drawing. She's got a power glove, a huge weapon. She's going to have a big Judge Dredd badge. That's more to remind me of another idea that we're all talking about for a little bit later. Jugs Dredd. Lazy Ken says, is there a regular start time for the streams? Yes. I do my best. Sometimes I'm late. Sometimes I kind of drop the ball. But for the most part, I do try to start these streams on time at 10 o'clock Eastern time every Saturday. So every Saturday night, 10 o'clock, this is where we try to be. And hopefully we usually try to keep it like right around 2 hours. Sometimes the streams end a little sooner, sometimes maybe a little bit later, but they're usually right around 2 hours. But thanks for asking. No, it's good to let everybody know that we do try to keep. I try to kick my butt and make sure I get over here in time to do my stream every Saturday. I do a bunch of unannounced streams throughout the week. I pop up here and there, but this is the one that's actually a planned thing. So this is the one that we schedule. So we do a drawing like this every Saturday and exchange ideas. We kind of like just see what sticks while I'm sketching, and then once the drawing gets done, it ends up just being a big mashup of all the ideas and things that we've been talking about. We see how many of those ideas I could possibly fit in or not fit in. Sometimes they have to wait till the following week or whatever, and then we go from there. And then at the end of the show, we're going to auction it off to anybody who would like to bid on the piece. And we start the auction like super cheap. We just start the auction wherever you guys want to start the auction. Just as long as you type the word bid when you put in your number, the number is completely up to you. And we'll just see how high the number goes. And then we do a little 10-second countdown after about 5 or 10 minutes when we start auctioning. And then that piece will be sent to that person, and you can send in a PayPal or whatever to pay for the art, and then we're all good to go. Then we do it again. Then we stop it. We do it again the following week. That way I can spend the rest of the week catching up on all the old deadlines and all the old good stuff. Ooh, I was drawing off screen. Sorry about that. There we go. Now I'm on screen. There we go. Got that there. Kevin says, with Bill and the club, it's going to be a Shovaj dragon. But yeah, seriously though, we do have a club. All of the artwork that I draw on the stream eventually will end up at our secret Patreon page. It's our club. It's our own club, and it's called Club Corrupt. I'll put the thing up on the screen just so you know what it's called, where it's at. It's at patreon.com/Club Corrupt. There's two different levels to be a member of the club. The least expensive of the two, that's all you need. You get full access to everything with the cheaper level. If you happen to do the more expensive level or whatever, that's just because you just want to support the studio a little bit more, make sure I have some extra pens and pencils and art supplies and things so I can keep on doing this. And that's it. You just get the cheap level and get full access. And then when I do like for pieces like this, she's going to have a tactical bikini and all that stuff. But when I do the digital coloring, there'll be different versions of her in color on the club, on the Patreon page. So one version of her might be a completely nude drawing. One version of her might be where the costume is all like broken up and tattered and stuff like that. And one version will be like the normal, just the way that it was drawn live on the show. And then everybody can download a high res file of that artwork for your digital collections, and you get to have the actual high res picture. And of course, the satisfaction of knowing that we came up with the drawing all together. It's something that we did as a group, which is actually the funnest part for me, because I'm like, this is cool. This is one of the reasons I like to draw, because this is how I've made friends ever since I was a kid. Was through artwork and through drawing. So it's just the thing I do. Let's see here. Chet says Saturday, 7 p.m. Western time, or 10 East Coast time. Yep. Thank you, Chet. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, dude. Chet is also part of our inner circle here. I wouldn't be able to run my studio without him. He keeps me straight. Absolutely. Some person says there's this comic creator called Isaac Fox. He does sexy parodies too. I recommend you to him. I think he's a writer. Awesome. I'll definitely rewind the chat just in case I forget or something like that, and make sure that I remember his name. But I'll definitely check it out. Thanks for pointing that out. That's cool. Thanks, Chet. Some person says, correction, I recommended him to you. Oh, well, I was being too modest then. Well, that's super cool that you recommended him to me. That's really cool. That's really cool too. Kevin says, Lady Flattery would be Judge Dredd's nemesis. Oh my God, that's damn good. Some person says, I don't remember the Dredd villains. I'm looking at a list. There's one called Mama. Yeah, that's right. Mighty Geek says, nice, Kevin. Nice one. Ken says, you're good, Kevin. We all speak typo here. And that we do. Absolutely. Kevin says, that's not the only thing thick on her. Platinum says, I think the little tiny dog only works if the gun looked like the light gun from the game. I agree with you. That's a good point. If the gun looked just like the gun from the game, then visually it would make sense. So maybe we'll have to nix that idea. But I mean, the Power Glove is still there though. But I totally see what you're saying though. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Some person says the one thing I noticed about Isaac is his sense of humor was eerily similar to yours. That's cool. Hopefully I've been rubbing off on people. Kevin says, well, who thought we could sex up a Nintendo Power Glove? Now, I do remember seeing a sexy PS5 cosplay. I do remember seeing that. Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of different sexy artwork with a chick dressed up as a PS5. Yeah, I remember seeing those. Those were cool. Some person says, I can hear Cat jacking the price up. Platinum says, wow, that seems like a huge painting. I'm finally catching up on the chat where you're actually talking about the painting.
Yeah, it's a really big painting.
It's really big though. Platinum says, worth it though. It's worth it. Did all the sketches get done for the Club Corrupt book? It's in the process of being done. We're in the middle of doing all of that. I just updated the Club Corrupt page too on Kickstarter. We've actually been shipping out. There's a lot of books that are already shipped out, and we're just shipping out books as we can throughout the week. Right now, the goal that we have is to have everybody's stuff shipped out and in the mail by the end of this month. Fatang says, personally, I was thinking of a big booty. Yeah, I wasn't going to say the other thing because it could be like three things. But Ken says, back in my day, we had to plug our controllers into the system. I know. Remember that? Wires. How quaint. Platinum says, I heard a small clip of Stan Lee basically ripping Liefeld as he was drawing. It was so funny. I might have to go to YouTube and look that up. That would be funny. Ken says, oh, that means I am the Savage Dragon fangirl. We all are, man. We're all Ken. Christopher says, artwork looks fantastic. Thank you, Christopher. Always cool of you to hang out. I like that you guys are all here. That's awesome. Platinum says there are tons of PS5. Is it waifu or waifu? Waifu. It's waifu, right?
Yeah, like wife.
Yeah, like waifu. I always say things wrong. But yeah, I love those.
It's okay.
I'm a big anime manga fan, so like that type of artwork appeals to me. So Kevin says bid $1. Platinum says bid 69 dimes. Real talk. Some person says a reminder, the Red Valkyrie art auction is on October 12th. Bill and Kat will be there. Yes, we will. Yeah, that's our next big auction is going to be on October 12th. The block that Kat and I are on is going to be the 9 p.m. block. But please do remember that they have the auction actually is basically all day. There's I think 3 different blocks, if I remember correctly, with 3 different time blocks with 3 different groups of artists. So it's a big day. It's a big day. Thanks for reminding us in person. That's good. That's good. Definitely want to start promoting that. Kevin says 69 dimes. I hope there's no baggies included there. Oh my gosh. Platinum says the joke is this is Moon Dragon in Savage Dragoon cosplay. Aha. It's wife. Thank you, Ken. Ken actually pronounced it for me. It is waifu. Thank you, Ken. A play on the Japanese pronunciation of wife. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I love Japanese artwork. I love manga. Well, it's been a huge influence on my stuff. I don't think my artwork looks necessarily like manga or like anime, but it's you could see the influence. It's kind of a mix of Western and manga stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put that. I gotta have that Judge Dredd badge. I want to have it on here. And then we're going to draw the rest of her tactical bikini now. We finally get to the tactical bikini part. I have to put a couple of bullet holes in it. Let me see here real quick. All right. Just looking up a little quick reference again. Images. Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much. Good, 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 good. I like how just industrial the Judge Dredd badge is. So over the top. I don't have a lot of letter space inside the badge, though. You know what I mean? Let me get a better point on this here pencil. Got a very small amount of space here. And I don't want to just write dread. So I'm trying to think of something else to put in there. I just knew I needed that element, especially to remind me about doing Jug's Dread later on. I need to have that reminder. That's too fun of an idea to not do. So I tell you what, I'm gonna leave that little part blank just for the moment, while we think of a short word to put in here. It's like I can't put dragoon. Dragoon is like way too long to fit in there. So maybe we could think of something together to put in there, and that would be good. That would be good. Some person says first one is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and the second batch of artists for the auction. We're talking about the Red Valkyrie art auction. The second one is 4 to 7. So please, everybody, remember and write that down. Rewind the video if you have to, because definitely want to promote that auction. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff, man. I'm going to have a lot of Zen interior pages. I'm going to have cool pinups. Kat's going to have some cool stuff. Like it's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a fun day. Reginald Lynette, yo, what's up, man? Always good to hear from a friend, from school, from my past, from band. You're awesome, dude, man. I miss you, man. I miss those days. Not a lot of people know that I play tuba. Not a lot of people know that I was actually pretty good at playing tuba. Those are good days, man. I miss band. That's good. I hope everything's good with you, man. Always like to see little updates now and then. I see you on the internet every now and then. Platinum says, big shout out to our resident Ken Wiki. For sure. Some person says, the auctions are entertaining too. I still remember that Post-it drawing Kat put up, and someone already bid $30, and she said, no, don't bid yet. Kat's back here laughing. She remembers as well. Yes. Yeah, we have a really good time on those auctions. We have a lot of fun, dude. It's gonna be a good time.
I ran out of stuff and was like, give me a moment. I got Post-its.
Yeah, she ran out of artwork, so it's like she started drawing on Post-its.
Yeah, and then I put them in a little. I put them in a top loader for sketch cards.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
way they can stay nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta have style. Gotta have presentation, man. It's like gotta have quality. Platinum says, hashtag cat life. She's adored, or is that just me? LOL. Very cool, dude. Very cool, dude. Ken says, my Japanese mother refers to my wife, who is Malka, as waifu. That's cool. That's so cool. Yeah, Malka's going to be making this. I still got one more issue of Nira X Dark Seas, so she's got to make at least one more appearance in our series. That's going to be good. Platinum says her monster girls are on point and in demand. Kevin says jugs. Platinum says I seem to have an unhealthy need for mouse house artwork. No, it's a healthy need. It's good.
Part of a balanced breakfast.
It's good for you. It contains 8 essential vitamins and minerals. Ken says someone is going to suggest putting make it a vag badge. It could be a vag badge. All right. Well, that's the only suggestion I have for it, and that is kind of funny. So I could possibly just put VAG on there. That would be funny. Unless I get a different suggestion, that's what's going to go on there. Yep. Platinum says a cat mouse post-it art must be very rare. I need one. So Platinum is looking to collect some
at art auctions.
She says she only does them at art auctions. So you have to come to the auction, dude. Oh, I said jugs. Oh, dude, that would be funny. That would take up the, and plus it's more than 3 letters. I kind of like that better. I kind of like that better. I like jugs better for the badge. I think it needs to be mouse so it could be signed in an odd place. No, I think jugs. You got me sold. You got me sold on jugs. That's what's happening. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you got me sold on jugs.
An easy sell.
It was an easy sell, but we're also looking at VAG, just vag, like just which would have also been hilarious. And even then, it's like I kind of run out of room a little bit.
Are you gonna do it in like the dread font?
A little bit. It's kind of like it's a little bit lost in the sauce with the shading and stuff. So it's so unfortunately not as legible as I wanted it to be. But at least it is a Judge Dredd badge. So let me start putting in her tactical bikini here. And she's got to have at least a couple of bullet holes in this thing. Like, who's shooting her in the boobs, for one thing? Got this Kevlar bikini going on here. There we go.
Waffles digging the China.
I'm making all these scratchy noises with the pencil, so I wasn't sure if my pencil was just getting louder or if it's my dog is over here digging into the carpet. Cat always says that he's trying to dig his way to China. There we go. A little tacticalness right there. If you could say this is tactical. Here we go. Let me sharpen this pencil a little bit. I think I probably have to give her at least a little tactical pouch or something on the bikini. Something to kind of justify the idea of calling it tactical at all. All right, doing good, doing good. Put at least one tactical pouch on her. She's got to have like more rounds for her gun, right? Gotta have something on there. I'll give her 2 pouches. I'll give her 3 pouches. She's got to have 3 pouches. Something to even out those hips. There we go. That's pretty good. All right, got this leg going like this, kind of like this. Kind of figure out where things are landing here. There you go. All right, let me pull this back just a tiny bit. I have to angle it so that way you can actually get the whole picture into the screen here. All right, let's see where I'm at in the chat. I kind of lost track of where I was in the chat, scrolling up. Yes, this is true. Let me shuffle this up real quick. There we go. I got, oh, here we go. I got to put one of these things. We're using up the whole pencil. I got to put one of these little extender things on here. That way I can keep on drawing. Totally agree, Kevin. Ken says Jug's breast. that goes too. That kind of works too. Platinum says, is there any way we can get a little tiny Dredd or Anderson or Def in there? That's actually a good idea. I think it would be funny to have a little tiny Judge Dredd back there somewhere, don't you think? I think that would be hilarious. Like just him having an attitude, like looking over and just being kind of like pissed off. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. Let me get a better point on this pencil. Now that I've got more pencil attached on here, I think maybe a little tiny Judge Dredd would be an awesome idea. Oh, dude, I got it. Because he's always got that Fuji face on his face. He's always pissed off. He's always mad. We're going to get a little closer so that way we can actually see what we're drawing. All right, good. I always really like that Judge Dredd helmet. This is an excuse to draw his helmet. Let me check something real quick. So I always get his little shoulder things mixed up. All right, here we go. It's just kind of implied anyway, but I still want to get it looking cool. There we go. Little tiny Judge Dredd. He's going to be writing her a ticket. There we go. Little kind of tiny Judge Dredd riding on her butt. Good idea, dude. I like an excuse to have him back over here. He's just mad. Little tiny Judge Dredd. Love it. All right. Some person says if you need more cat footage, the past auctions are still up at the channel. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Kevin says you can fix the jugs in digital later. This is true. Yeah, I can spruce it up, but especially when I get it all colored and stuff. Yeah, I'll clear all that stuff up. Ken says she's getting shot in the boobs because they're hard to miss. This is true. Platinum, I try not to watch too many past auctions because it makes me sad. I missed so much cool stuff for so cheap. They practically throw it at people to take. Yeah, it's art auctions. That is the one place that we tend to do that. That's it, man. That's the fun of the art auction. It's uniquely at the art auction that we actually do that. So and it's basically like a thank you for everybody else that supports us and everything like that. So that's a little bit of giving back too, a little bit of giving back. Ooh, let me do this here. All right, cover that line. Look at my lead broke live. Okay, there we go. Let me sharpen this again. Because my pencil just wants to die. There we go. I put that right there. All right, here we go. Some person says, I figure they try to avoid the boobs as bullets would bounce right back at them. This is true. Aim for center mass, and she has plenty of center mass. Some person says, nice deltoid muscle. Thank you. Actually, I work on that stuff. I work on making it look good. Ken says hundreds of fantasy RPGs say that armor placement is effective. Yes, I totally agree. Only one pouch on a 90s image parody character? Blasphemy. I know. I've only got a couple of pouches on her. Like, I guess, and Judge Dredd is kind of like riding on the one pouch. I could put some more pouches on her leg. That would be kind of Spawn of her too, wouldn't it? To have a leg pouch thing. Maybe I should put a leg. That would actually be fun. That would be fun to put a leg pouch thing on there. Darn it! Now I want to do it. We're almost ready for auction. I think we're almost Almost ready, but I do have to put a couple more pouches on her. This is the truth. This is the truth. He speaks the truth. When he speaks the truth. So let's get some more 90s style pouches on here. We're gonna be this is gonna be like the travel set. It's funny because when I started drawing Nira X, her leg belt thing started out as pouches, but it wasn't my fault. I lived in the 90s. They're all legally only supposed to be pouches. And then it eventually evolved into this biomorphic belt that contains all of her cyber skin. But it started out as nothing but pouches, man. Here, I'll give her a little variety to her pouches. Maybe she's got some self defense mechanisms and weapons in here like this. Yeah, I like drawing the leg pouch thing on her. This is a good idea. I'm glad you said something. See, it inspired it. It's like whatever inspires. It's like that's the way these drawings are going to go. It's like whatever kind of sticks, whatever inspires, you're going to have direct influence on how this thing comes out. Oh, look, she has got like the multi. I didn't realize how multifunctional her leg pouch is going to look. And she's got a whole camping kit in there. Okay, awesome. I'm going to set it right here so that way you guys can see it. Platinum says, my favorite is a female in red Sonya type armor with like 50 arrows all in a bikini. And she says, luckily I had my armor. Some person says she's already got 3 guns. This is true. This is very true. It's the gratuitous porn shot. Sideways. There you go. That's the law, right? That's the way it is. Whenever someone tries to replace sexy armor with practical armor in art, it always looks off. It's true. It's true. I mean, it's more important for it to look cool. I'm not designing armor for real people. This is for fantasy entertainment purposes. We're escapism here. This is escapism. Some person says with some pencils going at $3 per. I understand the pencil extender. I need to get more. Yeah, for sure, dude. It's like you got to use every last bit of that pencil that you can use. For sure, for sure. Kevin says, I think little tinies will be hanging out in the other gloves, hanging on the wall. That's a possibility. Ken says, little tiny Judge Dredd sent you to the small claims court. Some person is asking what brand pencil is that? It all depends on which color we're talking about and what type of drawing I'm actually doing. Okay, so I've got a little bit of everything. You know, it's like you learn what works for you and you learn what doesn't work for you. Mostly, if I'm using black, especially black or white color pencils, I'm using Prismacolor color pencils. Those are the ones that work best and have better coverage and everything like that. Sometimes with some of the different colors, Prismacolor is about as expensive as I go with color pencils for the most part. And honestly, the rest of my collection are the Walmart special, the crazy art, the cheap colored pencil sets that you get from Walmart. I kid you not. They do exactly what I want them to do, and thankfully the price point is a little bit nicer than most of my other art supplies because my other art supplies can really knock out the old wallet. So yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Right now, tonight, what I'm drawing with is a Walmart coloring pencil that they sell in the school supply section. This is what I'm using. Platinum says, or standing off to the side, like what the fuck is that? That's true. He had little tiny standing over there. It's just like, what is going on? It's like, you don't want to know. Some person says Judge Dredd flips his visor to get a better look at the rear. Yeah, right. He is bringing up the rear right now. But Dredd has never shown his face. Stallone does not count. Carl Urban was far more accurate. Oh, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. But Stallone was so funny and campy. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed Stallone's Judge Dredd movie, but Carl Urban's was more true to the character. But yeah, it's Stallone's was like super 80s style and super like they had it did all the check boxes. I enjoyed the overacting. It's like, I am the law, like the whole bit, Like, oh my God, Platinum, you said it right after I said it. No, you said it first, and then I said it, and then I subconsciously knew that you said it. I am the law. Exactly, Ken, right? A ticket for what infraction? Because an ass like that has to be a cause for some sort of illicit thoughts. Yes. The Stallone version could have been better without Rob Schneider. Yeah, but you know what? That's an 80s movie trope. They're checking off the boxes. There's going to be that one actor that fills that spot, that comedy relief spot. And he was the guy.
I finished inking.
You finished inking? Awesome. I'm proud of Kat. She had a list of commissions for tonight, and she is done inking her commission. Are they going to be in color?
Yes, they can be full color.
Okay, so got to do some color, but you're done with the inking. That's good.
Yeah, and I was like, tomorrow. I will come tomorrow.
You'll come back and hit it tomorrow. Yes. Some person says have a random compass and a teaspoon set, maybe a rolling pin. So can you grab Nira's belt and take away her powers? That's a good question. Because she can take the belt off. So does her cyber skin stay with the belt? That's a good question. We'll have to explore that. We're going to have to explore that because I haven't really done too much with that before. But she's been able to take the belt off. But most of the time, she always has the belt like basically fused to her body. And how much of their body on the inside has turned into like a biomorphic, because they're cyber angels. They're cyber on the inside. So I'm wondering how much of them has the cyber skin actually just bonded to their skin or bonded to the inside of their body, like on a molecular level, right? Fatang says Swiss Army pocket. Yeah, I know. That's the way her leg's looking right now. She is the law. Ken says, I love the Stallone movie. It's so good and terrible. Yeah, it's so bad that it's great. But I fully recognize that it's bad. Ken says I erase way too often to use color pencils. Yeah, that's the thing. But the reason that I use color pencils, especially for drawings like this, is the line weights that I get and how quickly I can get them. And I tend to, which is weird, I tend to press down kind of hard on my pencil. So like with regular lead,
oh my goodness,
it sort of does something different. But it's weird though. It doesn't make sense because I love inking with a brush. And with the brush, you're not pressing down on anything. You're floating above the paper. So I don't know why I do that. It's maybe it's some kind of PTSD. I'm not really sure. Some elementary school trauma that I went through that if it's a pencil, I'm pressing down hard on the pencil.
Like you hold the pencil with like a full fist and you just go,
yeah, there's something. I mean, I've been stabbed with pencils before, so maybe that's part of it. Maybe I'm just being defensive.
I look at his iPad screen and I can just see like the score marks from you pushing the Apple Pencil down really hard.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, I do it with digital pencils too. But it's funny, like I airbrush. Obviously, I'm floating above the canvas. I like using a regular brush.
It's a different weight.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing. Let's see. Some person says cheap pencils are great for sketch. I got super cheap to some more premium stuff, mostly because I get bored easily using one type of pencil. Yeah, I like using different types of pencils too. Yeah, totally agree with you. You got to keep it fresh. You have to have a variety, for sure. Yeah. Some person also says Amazon has really cheap off-print pencils. The lead is okay, but the eraser smudge. Yeah, usually if there's an eraser on the pencil itself, I never end up using the eraser that it comes with. They never work out right. This is the eraser that I use for just about everything. Is these erasers right here? Yeah, the Vanish erasers. I mean, I also use these little guys for detailed stuff, and these are the cheap plastic erasers that you get from Walmart too, and they're good. They're good. But these are like as far as like erasing like big areas and stuff like that. This is a lot cleaner. They do shed everywhere. There's all kinds of eraser shavings all over the place when you're done. But it's the price you pay for having a better eraser. Ken says, I thought if the belt comes off, she loses control of her powers. We did delve into that a couple of times where if the cyber skin is what focuses her power. It's like Nira builds up energy in a way that she can't control it very well unless she has something to focus it through. So you're right about that. We did deal with that in a couple of stories. Yeah, you're good memory, my man. Kevin says, and here I thought if she removes the belt, her clothes fall off. They might. Platinum says, are there cyber parts inside Nira? I'm so ashamed. I don't know all my girls' canons. No, don't feel bad because there's all these different stories with the cyber angels, and we haven't actually had.
Doesn't know either.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of stories where we've actually dealt with the little details like that. So I've got like all of my sketchbooks with all of these ideas in them, but we haven't really dealt with them in story. So there's stories where Nira is unable to focus her. She mentions that she's unable to focus her energy unless she has something to focus it through. So that's what her cyber skin forming weapons and things like that allows her to focus her energy a lot more accurately and to siphon off excess energy and all that good stuff. Inside their body, I wouldn't say that what they have inside their body is like, it's not like a Terminator. It's not like an android. It's a biomorphic type of cyber fusion that's happening inside of their bodies where it looks very organic, but they are cyber. They're cyber angels. That's what they are. So their skin on the outside might even be completely flesh, but on the inside, they have a lot of cybernetic things going on the inside. And we need to do some stories where we really, really delve deep into that and actually establish that lore to the way that it should be. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, dude, because that's a lot of the fun stuff that we plan on dealing with, like in the future. That's going to be good. That's going to be good stuff. I'm glad, dude. Ken says, I don't push down hard, but I grip the pencil too hard. I have a permanent callus on my middle finger. Yeah, I do the same thing, especially when I'm airbrushing. I grab the airbrush too hard, and I get a callus on this finger and on the side of my hand where the airbrush is rubbing up against my hand. And sometimes with pencils a little bit too, but more when I'm spray painting and using airbrush. Platinum says, my proudest moment is an envelope I sent in way back in the first series, was in the back of the book with my letter. Blew my mind. I love being able to do that because that was my really, really good memories of being involved and just being a part of things, and was having my fan art or having my letter printed in the back of a book. Like that was the best. That was the best. So I'm glad that means something to you, dude. I'm glad that was meaningful for you because it's meaningful to me. That's awesome, dude. Some person says, I got one of those erasers. They say they don't cause a mess, but it's a lie, but it's a good eraser. I agree. They're messy. They shed all over the place. There's eraser shavings everywhere. But it is a better eraser. And when I erase pencil that's been inked, you're erasing out the pencil from underneath something that you just inked. It lifts up less of the ink than some of the other erasers, which was my biggest concern. I didn't want my eraser to be messing up all of the inks that I just put down. So that's why I started using these. Platinum says I put a near a forehead and eyeball hair pick, very manga like. Yeah. Yep. Mighty Geek, traumatized by a pencil. I was, man. I'm traumatized. Ken says, "Oh yeah, seeing your fan art in print is always exciting. Yeah, it's the best, dude. It's the best." Kevin says, "So Near's belt is like Thor's hammer." I don't know if I would compare it to Thor's hammer. I don't know, like as far as like function, like as far as like how it works for her or whatever. Ken's like platinum. Is Nira a robot controlled by little tinies inside her head? See, now we're getting somewhere. Ken says cyber was a buzzword in the 90s. Not so much robotic parts as cool stuff. Right. That's why I had to come up with some other terminology too, to kind of explain their technology, like using the biomorphic, using the term biomorphic or using different terms like that, and not just using cyber. But I'm built out of 90s, so that's what comes out of me. Shadowhawk, what's up, dude? Hail, Bill, and the chat. Hail to Shadowhawk, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, dude. Thanks for coming over. We're over here drawing the she dragon, which is now the she dragoon. This is our piece for tonight. This is the piece that we all came up with together tonight that we're just about to auction. We're going to go ahead and open this up for bid. We should actually open up for bid right now because I'm pretty much done. I think I've kind of exhausted myself, and she came out like pretty tight. This came out really good. You guys came up with some awesome ideas. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and just put up the ticker so that people know that you're able to auction, you're able to bid on it if you would like to. This is what we do every Saturday. The piece that we work on together, I end up auctioning it off at the end of the show, which is what we're doing right now. The only thing I add, and you can start the number wherever you want, but the only thing I ask is that you write the word bid next to your number, just so I know that it's a serious bid, and that's all there is to it. And then we'll do this for the next 5 or 10 minutes, something like that, and then we'll do a 10-second countdown, and then we'll see who has the piece, who wins the bid on the piece. Let me slide up a little bit real quick in the chat so I can catch up with you guys. Awesome. Little tinies do rule the world. I'm glad you guys made that a thing. That's awesome. If Nira is a construct, oh my gosh. When did we enter Men in Black territory? No, we're not quite there. We're making our own thing. We're doing it together too. So like all of your opinions do inform the direction that I go with a lot of things. Some person says I was raised on Monty Python. Amen. Ken is in the house with a $4 bid. Thanks, Ken. We can start there. I'm going to write that down just so I don't have to, as promised. That way I don't have to scroll back up in the chat in case I lose my spot real quick. Kevin says Thor's hammer was explained as being a tool to help him control and channel his powers until he can master them and his immaturity. In that sense, I would say yes. In order to control and channel her power, I agree with that. I would agree with that. Absolutely. What is he? The god of hammers? He's like, so yeah. I remember that scene, and that's a good explanation. All right, Platinum's in the house with 690 as promised as well. Kevin is in for 13. Ken is coming back with 15. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, it says 15 bid. Thank you very much for the instructions. Very good. So Ken is currently in the house at 15. Other Ken. There's Ken and there's other Ken and there's Ken and Ken. There's two Kens in the house. There is Citadel Ken, and there is Alberry Ken. All right, so Ken is in the house. Here we go. Ken is at 20. Ken Albury, thank you so much, dude. You are here at 25. We'll just keep it going for a few minutes. On my clock right now, it says 11:45. I think we've been doing this for a couple of minutes already. So 11:50 p.m., we'll go ahead and call it so that way we can do a 10-second countdown, and then we will go from there. So right now, Ken, you're the big man in the house with 25. I'm going to write that down real quick before I start scrolling around. What's a DM, otherwise known as dime? Carpa diem. Oh my gosh. It's that thing, you carp. You know. What's this about carpet? No, there's no carpet in this picture. There's no carpet. It doesn't have to match the drapes at all. All right. All right, Ken. Well, you're the big man in the house right now at 25. Totally awesome. Here, I'll turn the drawing the other way so that way you can. It'll look like a completely different drawing now. There we go. I'll hold it like that. It's 11:47, so we got like 3 more minutes ish on the bidding. Yeah, see, our minds were thinking the same thing. Damn it, you stole my joke. Here we go. Let me leave that right here. While we got a minute, I'll go ahead and let you know whoever wins the artwork, whoever wins the auction for tonight, you'll be sending your PayPal to this address, whoever is the winner. And of course, when you do send your PayPal, please include your mailing address and all that good stuff in with your payment. If you send it friends and family or whatever, that would be awesome too. That always helps. Help it with that little pesky fee that happens at the end of the thing. So if you send your PayPal to BillMausArt@gmail.com, and then like I said, just send it there and send me your mailing address. Make sure that you give me your full name. Let me know that it's for the piece that we won tonight, and it's all good to go from there. Thanks, Ken, for your bid. I'll keep you at 25. If anybody else is actually bidding and you don't see your bid popping up on the screen, I don't know what it is, but it's if you're not in the chat on the YouTube channel, for some reason it's not syncing. Like Facebook, for some reason, doesn't sync as well with the chat like the way it does if you're directly on the YouTube channel. So I'm always recommending to everybody, even if you join us from the Facebook page, to please jump on over to youtube.com/BillMausArt. Look at the current live stream that's happening and jump back in and join us in the main chat, because that's apparently what is synced up correctly with the StreamYard software. Vanny Vidi Vici. Platinum says, is this man not your family, people? or was it Vidi Vici Vinny? All right, we got 1 more minute, and then we'll go ahead and do a 10-second countdown. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. Well, we always have a lot of fun every week. And you just never know what we're going to draw. We all come up with stuff. We see what sticks and come up with ideas and see what happens. And that's what the stream's all about. During the week, I do pop up at weird times, and I'm just streaming like other things that I'm working on. But this is the chat jam session / auction thing that we do, and it's only on Saturdays at 10 o'clock. Ken has outbid himself at 26. Thanks, Ken. Don't think I don't appreciate you, man. You're awesome. That's the way it should be done, right there. Watch and learn, people. All right, we're going to get ready for our 10-second countdown. Like the most important thing that we do is the fact that we're hanging out and we're coming up with ideas and we're having fun. So this is what it's all about. Platinum says it's the spaghetti on the wall show. Exactly. All right, my friends, we're going to do a 10-second countdown. I'll put the artwork right up here. I always do the 10-second countdown in the chat because there's always a delay from my voice to when you actually hear my voice. So it's just easier to do it with the chat. I'll type it in as quickly as the chat lets me type it in. All right, 8, 7. Kevin in the house. Dude, thanks, man. Kevin's in the house with 27. I'll stop the countdown for a second. Kevin's here at 27. I'll leave that right up there. Thanks, Kevin. Ken is back with 30. Thanks so much, Ken. I'm going to write that down right here. Platinum says, that was Evil Dead, right? Kevin is saying, come on, bid more. Army of Darkness. Yeah, Army of Darkness. Yep. But then this is your idea, Ken. Other Ken. That's right. We have Prime Ken and we have Other Ken. Some person says, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. They thought he said rears, and they promptly dropped their togas. It was then that Caesar coined the term carpe diem. I don't know where this is going. Ken says, right, so I have to bid. Word. All right, let me see. Where was I? I was at 7, right? I was at 7. All right, counting down. 7, 6, 5, 4. Oops. Did I just type? I almost typed 54. It's not typing in. There we go. 4. Thank you. 3. On the count. 2. So slow, dude. 1. Awesome. Sold. So please, everybody, congratulate Ken, otherwise known as Other Ken, otherwise known as Ken Albury. That's right. You won the bid tonight. It's your bid was at 30. If you have any questions about where you send to PayPal or anything like that, just let me know. And it's all good. You could send Venmo too if you wanted to. You could send Venmo to BillMausArt. It's just one word. But please, everybody, congratulate non-prime Ken. I'm going to call you New Ken. This is good. New, fresh Ken. Very cool, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm going to set this right up here. I'll leave the artwork right up here. There you go. That way people can see. Got that up there like that. Oh yeah, Venmo, absolutely. Yeah, you could send it straight to BillMausArt. Totally cool. Kevin says, but keep in mind this is a rarity. Didn't we have a bid that went over 500? We did. We actually, I think we had a bid that went to 650. But it's all, it all depends on the night. It all depends on everything. You know what I mean? So this is good. I'm glad you got the piece for the price that you did because we had fun. We had fun making it. And it's like, and keep on sharing and keep on, if everybody in the room would kindly leave me a like on the YouTube video, that would actually help me a lot. The algorithm, all that good stuff. All that stuff helps the channel to grow, and it helps the studio and keeps things good. Keeps things good. Platinum is remembering that we had one for Thalia that was over 850. And I think last week was around 60. Yeah, I think it was. Yep. That's right. Yeah, it goes up and down. It depends on the character, it depends on the feel of the crowd. And it also depends on just everything. Just it's the whole kit and caboodle, as it were. So if it's a good time of the month, everybody's in a good mood, everybody's doing well. If it's a character everybody likes, it goes a little bit higher, and sometimes it goes for a good price like this, which is awesome because I want you to be a collector. I want you to love the artwork, and I want you to be here with us. Bless you.
Hey.
I'm saying bless you to Kat, but bless you also. Bless you, kind people. Oh, thanks, dude. I just heard my phone go ka-ching. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks, man. And I see okay, I see on the little notification that you sent me your address and everything. So yeah, you're good to go. You're good to go. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate you, man. And I hope everybody comes back again next week, Saturday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing this all over again, and every once in a while, look for me on the old Facebook or on the old YouTubes, because throughout the week I might do some random uh, live streams, just showing you different things that I'm working on or different books that are coming out, and that's always fun. So yeah, see you guys again next Saturday. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of sleep. I'm gonna get some rest. We got a nice busy week ahead of us. I'm really looking forward to it. And you guys make it good, man. I'm glad we can all hang out and do this thing together. So we'll see you next time. Thanks again, and we will see you soon. Later, guys.